Hi, this is a video from me, Tormod, newly shaved and showered. This is a video from me to you about my Destiny process, about how I was able to find self-trust from walking my Destiny process. Now, self-trust is to me like this cover, you might say, this safety, this awareness, the safety, awareness, surety that if I should face challenges, or difficulties, I still have my self-trust. So what is my self-trust based on? My self-trust is based on the principles presented by Destiny.org. Those principles basically outlining what is best for all life, what is best for us all. Love thy neighbor, be responsible for self, be self-honest, and so on. And also from the tool that I've learned to use, which is self-forgiveness. With me knowing that I can use self-forgiveness is a great point of empowerment to me. As I see around me in the world, I see all the things that I have simply accepted and allowed to go on. I see in my mind things that I have accepted and allowed to be there in my mind. And so within, so without. Such is the creation, such is the projection, the fantasy, the voice in the head, the emotion, the burden, all of that. So for me, to realize self-trust is to realize that I am the creator of me. Abracadabra. I create my own reality. And I create for me as best as I can the reality that I want to live in, within the principles of what is best for all, oneness and equality, self-honest living, and so on. And also from having the tool of self-forgiveness. I know the tool of self-forgiveness. I know how to use it. That is a great point of self-trust for me. To know that whatever hardships, mistakes, challenges, whatever comes in my way, I can work through it because I have the tools. I have the principles. I have the self-forgiveness. And it is a great point of empowerment to literally bring everything of this world, back to self, for me to forgive within myself, and literally just stop that from being a detail, from being a construct that I should occupy my mind with, that I should serve within as my mind, that I should obey within and as my mind, and so on. Like how I have been using to obey to my self-judgment, to obey to blame, to obey to fear, to obey to anxiety. Oh, anxiety, I worship you, anxiety. Oh, voice in the head, I worship you. Oh, blame, I worship blame. Blame, oh, my good friend, blame, hi, blame. I worship you, blame. Instead of going the way to crucify oneself for such a thing as blame or addictions and energies and emotions and polarities of mind, of positive and negative, I'm able to today say that I stand for something real. I stand for oneness and equality, what is best for all life, in self-honesty. And with having the tool of being able to forgive myself, I can face any challenge. I have my principles, and that is a huge point of self-trust for me. And also the fact that whatever comes in my way, whatever that is of this world, I can, whatever it is, I can bring it back to me, forgive it, equalize myself to it, become one with it, and let it go. So it's very much like Neo in a Matrix movie. To realize self beyond the limits of mind. To realize that ultimately the mind is a tool for me to use, to learn how to use. Mind is a tool that I am to learn how to use. So, honoring life, doing what I can to make life as good as possible for all, from the starting point of physicality, substance, stability, sanity, groundedness, clarity, calm, centered, balanced, self-honest, responsible, trustworthy, commonsensical. There are so many good words to describe what I am making, what I am becoming, from having been the suffering schizophrenic, addicted and troubled and in abuse, to become who I am today, still schizophrenic, but living in a totally different life than that of suffering, abuse and addictions. Today with self-honesty, self-trust, self-forgiveness. So with me knowing that I can forgive myself, no God or Allah need to forgive me. I don't work like that. It is me as life forgiving myself. And knowing that I can forgive myself, knowing that the resonance of my voice or my words can forgive myself, that is a cool point of self-trust, I can guarantee you. To realize that self is the ultimate creator. And to bring everything back to me, back to self, and equalize with that, forgive it in great detail, and let it go. That is some sketches on self-forgiveness and self-trust, how to live self-trust, how to empower from being a suffering schizophrenic or manic or bipolar or PTSD or whatever, to rise up from that suffering limited